Quick, everybody, into a lifeboat. Here's Gerald Celente. He is a guy who watches trends to see what the future holds, and he says it ain't a recession. How are you, sir?
Great.
It is good to see you. I found you, a friend emailed some of the stuff that you've written a couple of weeks ago. Started reading some of this stuff, and you may be spookier than me. And I think what we may have in common is we're not afraid to look at the possibilities that are down the road here. We're living in an extraordinarily fragile time as a globe right now, are we not?
Like nothing we've ever seen in our lifetime, or I would say anyone's lifetime.
Okay. Why do you say that, and what is coming?
We're looking at, first of all, we're looking at the collapse of '09. We're going to start seeing the retail sector collapse. We've already saw it from the retail sales in 2008, and now we're going to see it in 2009. A lot of empty stores, a lot of vacancies, and also in the commercial sector of real estate as well, in the office spaces. It's way overbuilt. It's going to be a collapse worse than the subprime.
And is there anything that we can spend our way and make it better?
You can't spend your way out of problems. You have to produce your way out of problems. This isn't even economics 101. It's economics for dummies. You can't print money based on nothing and expect it to fix the problem.
Here's the thing. I mean, America, I want you to... Can we put the clock up on the screen here? Can we put the little clock? I had this clock made. We're just going to spend $15 million a second for the rest of the show. At the end of today's program, we're going to see how much we've spent. How close can we get? $15 million every second. Start the clock. Look at those millions go. How long is it going to take us to spend $1 trillion? Okay, so you can't spend your way out. I said, I think it was either today or yesterday on the program that, on the radio program, that we have to concentrate on two things. DNR. Everybody is talking about the Democrats and the Republicans and the elephants fighting it out. It's a cake and circus game. The DNR that we will be talking about, if we don't wake up soon, will be depression and revolution.
That's right on the money. If you follow the leaders, you're going to fail. We're going into this, you better learn how to fight for your survival in intelligent ways. We're going into the greatest depression. It's going to be worse than the '29 depression and the '30s depression.
Why?
Back then, most people didn't own homes. There was no such thing as a home equity loan. Back then, people didn't have credit cards. There weren't $14 trillion in debt. Back then, we had trade surpluses. We had budget surpluses. And that's when they talk about the 1930s and using this as a model. Get it? It's the 21st century. These programs don't work in the 21st century in the global age. We had trade surpluses and balanced budgets. We had budget surpluses, not $10.5 trillion in the hole. We had a manufacturing base to produce our way out of this. For these politicians to keep bringing up the 1930s is moronic. And when I look at people looking to Washington to solve the problem, I'm an open-minded man. I'm a trends researcher. I look at data and information. Show me one program that they could say, look at the great job that we did. Oh, Katrina, great. Oh, look at the World Trade Center, how they rebuilt it bigger and better than before. There's not one thing the government can do to solve this problem. They don't have the intelligence, and they don't have the methodology.
Okay. I want to have you back. I know you're coming back for the weekend show, but I want to have you back when I can, because we're running out of time now, and I want to talk to you about, I've been calling it disenfranchisement, but really it is revolution, and I think it is a bad, bad thing. I mean, it'll be global Katrina. If you are right, I think we're looking at global Katrina. And I want to have you back on that, but I just have to ask you a personal question here. For two and a half years, I've been saying these things on the air, and I saw my radio ratings go down. I had program directors all across the country call me and say, Glenn, you got to stop saying this. And I made the decision that the truth, I can't tell you anything that I don't believe. I have to be true to myself. And I damn near lost a lot. I mean, I lost a lot of money and everything else in the radio business because the ratings were going down, because nobody wanted to hear it. How unpopular have you been saying these things up until 4 months ago?
Well, you really hit it on the numbers. I mean, the only thing you have in this life is your dignity, and the only thing you leave behind is your word.
That's right.
So I stuck by my guns, and the Trends Journal, I mean, we kept losing subscribers to the point where it got
nobody
very
wanted
difficult.
to hear it.
Yeah, they used to say to us, you know, we agree with what you're saying, but can't you write about something positive? Yeah, it's like the ship going down and saying, oh, doesn't the band sound great?
Right. Well, it is positive if you know what's coming, because then you can prepare for it.
But people are afraid of the truth.
Okay, good. We'll have you back, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for saying what you actually believe. I hope to God you're wrong. All right.